This video's about to get. Listen. This video about to get very surgical, so stay with me. But y'all not noticing this weird allegiance that's being built? You see what I'm saying? It extends kind of far, much further than a lot of us might have thought. You see what I'm saying? This is something a little deeper than rap. This is something a little deeper than the rap beef that took place. And the alliances that Kanye and Drake are attempting to create right now are very interesting. Let's take a look. First and foremost, you got DJ Academics. And I think this picture is very interesting. Okay? DJ Academics clearly is more on the right side of politics. If you see what I'm saying. Okay? And not only that, you look at all the people that he's surrounded with, like the Andrews and the Tristan Tates. You're starting to see a pattern. Okay, now clearly they're all different individuals, but these are people who are definitely leaning more to the right than they're leaning to anything. You see what I'm saying? And I find that very interesting. And it doesn't stop there. Then we move on to Jake Paul and Aiden Ross, who for whatever reason just are obviously on the right side of things as well. Trump was on Aiden Ross's stream. You see what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, they just did an interview, right? They just did an interview where they're sitting there and talking about the Drake and Kendrick beef. And you can clearly tell that they're spouting propaganda to try to help Drake in this situation or to spin a new narrative. You see what I'm saying? And what's crazy is right before that, XQZ and Aiden Ross had clips going up arguing about the Kendrick and Drake thing. Y'all think that's just coincidental? That everybody just want to talk about this all of a sudden? Y'all think that's coincidental that they're doing tour runs to have a conversation about the beef? And then we move on to Kanye West. Okay? Kanye West, and I want to break down the Kanye West one specifically because Kanye West seems to be more inspired by his jealousy than anything. I think there's a lot of jealousy in the industry for Kendrick Lamar currently. But I do think that Kanye, in that last interview he just did, made it blatantly obvious. First of all, doing the interview with DJ Academics in the first place is clearly showing your allegiance to a specific side. You see what I'm saying? We already know Kanye for the red Trump hat. It's interesting. Okay? Then we get to talking about these guys. Okay? Nelk, or Nelk, who are closely tied to the MAGA movement. You see what I'm saying? These guys have a brand that they work on called Happy Dad. Okay? I'm pretty sure these guys are on the podium for Trump or something at some point, right? Now let's talk about the brand that they have, which is called Happy Dad, right? The first place is, well, do you guys remember What's the Dirt? First of all, the guy that was doing the hip hop, the breakdowns before, during the beef, right? And the crazy thing is, a lot of his videos leading up to, I think it was Family Matters, were neutral. They were very neutral. You see what I'm saying? And I think he was just breaking down the things that he wanted to break down. There was that's what it was. But then all of a sudden, he started wearing this hat. He started wearing this Happy Dad hat all of a sudden. And y'all know who Happy Dad is tied to. And once he started wearing that Happy Dad hat is when he dropped that Family Matters video. And he's been leaning heavily Drake ever since. Ever since. He actually sacrificed his integrity and the integrity of his channel to side with Drake, biasedly. You see what I'm saying? If you've seen that Family Matters review, it was horrendous. Okay? And I don't think DDG is tied to anybody on the right, but I also noticed that DDG is also he's doing Nokia streams and all types of stuff, just doing really heavy promotion for Nokia. You see what I'm saying? And then we get to 50 Cent. And 50 Cent and Kanye and Drake have openly shown their love for 50 in recent times. You see what I'm saying? 50 is obviously, I don't know if 50 Cent is a right winger or not, but I do know that 50 is associated with people of that caliber. So I just find it interesting, all these connections all lead to a political party. Now, if they all lead to a political party, what is the conversation to be had here? Because why? Like, why? And what would be the point? I've heard, you see what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Curtis. He said that he feels like it's possible that a lot of these guys could be going to that side to see if they can get a pardon. I don't know about that. I just think it's interesting. The one thing I do know is they're all leaning to that side for whatever reason. Drake's only going on Aiden Ross and XQZ, and it's like, it's very interesting to watch. And they've been open about their allegiance. Even in media, hip-hop media, they've been open in their allegiance and taking pictures of each other in the club and all types of stuff. And I think they're making a move. I think they're all making some kind of move, and I think it ties into bringing Drake back to where he was and diminishing Kendrick Lamar. I think if Kendrick Lamar get into another rap beef anytime soon, the powers of all of these individuals are probably going to work together in order to steer the narrative that they want to steer. You see what I'm saying? And I think, you know what I'm saying, I don't think all of them are directly tied to the Drake battle, but they all benefit from this in some way. And I don't really know what that is yet, but we'll see in due time. You feel me? Just pay attention. Just pay attention to everything that's going on and watch closely. Also, if you love storytelling, like Tupac's Brenda's Got a Baby or Kendrick Lamar's Sing About Me, I think you'll love the vocal cords of Broken Woman. It's only 3 minutes. Go check it out on my channel, all right? I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Thank you to everybody that's been showing love. We have 52,000 subscribers. If you want to get a shirt, it's just getting surgical shirt. Tap in with me, you feel me? I'm still working on my YouTube shop. And yeah, bruh, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And see y'all soon.